Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, How does NEOMA Master in Management program give you the keys to success in your studies and best prepare your career? My name is Martina and I will be the moderator today on behalf of the prep team. In this webinar, you will discover the professional opportunities that the program can provide to young professionals and help you to boost your career. Our speakers today are Katie, Iman, and Hugo, and they will tell us more about the program and what's the newest in 2021. During the entire session, feel free to type your questions. And at the end of the webinar, our speakers will take time to give you an answer. Before we start, can you please confirm me in the chat box that you can hear as well? Okay, great. I'm giving the floor to you guys.
Thank you, Martina. Hi, everyone. I can see a few messages saying hello, so it's lovely to speak with you all today. We are here, as we say, to present the Master in Management program that we have at NEOMA. And as Martina said, there are three of us today to give you more information. So my name is Katie. I am one of the recruitment managers at NEOMA. There's my photo in the middle. So I am able to provide you lots of information about the admissions process. But today we're also very lucky to be joined with Iman. Iman, would you like to introduce yourself for everyone?
Yeah, thank you, Katie. So I'm Iman Mejri. I'm the head of the Master in Management program of NEOMA Business School, and I'm very happy to here to be with you to present this program. So welcome to our webinar.
Thank you so much, Iman. And we are very lucky as well to be joined by a current student in the Master of Management program who can give us his real thoughts, experiences and feelings. So Hugo, would you mind just introducing yourself for everybody that's joining us today?
Yes, good afternoon to everyone present over here. My name is Yugal Mojaria. I'm 22 years old. I am from India and currently I am pursuing my Master's in Management degree from NEOMA Business School. And today it gives me an immense pleasure to participate and share my experience during this webinar.
Thank you so much, Hugo. It's a real pleasure to have you with us. So we are going to start with some key figures and accreditations with regards to NEOMA Business School so that you know the key facts about us and important points that may help you decide on your program. So if you were to search for NEOMA online and you were trying to look for our history, it's important to know that we have 150 years of combined experience. We were originally two very old business schools, two of the eldest business schools in France, we could say, and we joined together as an alliance a few years back to form NEOMA Business School. So you're in very good, experienced hands if you choose to come to NEOMA. As you can see then, we have three state-of-the-art campuses in the north of France, in Reims, in Rouen, and in Paris. Notably, for this program, you will find that it is mainly on the campus of Reims and Rouen with the occasional specialization in Paris. We're very proud to be amongst the 1% of business schools around the world that are accredited 3 times, as you can see, by the organizations that are highlighted. We are also very proud to have 9,500 students and 100 different nationalities across all our programs on the campus. So it really is an international experience. Not to mention that you may have noticed that the three of us presenting today are not French, despite us being in France. We have a really lovely international atmosphere, not just for the students, but the teachers and the staff as well. So amongst the 1,200 professional teachers you will have, many come from all around the world. And today it's really important that you know that our programs are what we call grade de master. So it's a really high accreditation in terms of the master's programs. So the next point, I guess, that's really important to tell you is what is the aim of our Master in Management program? Iman, please may I have the next slide? Sorry, it's me, it's perfect. The aim of joining a Master in Management program is really to help you in the 3 different ways, as you can see before you. It's preparing you for jobs of the future, jobs that might not even have been created yet. We're reinventing international immersion, giving you exposure internationally with academic exchanges, but also with internships. And we're focusing on bringing innovation to the way that we teach you so that you can take that out into the world. But what's really important for us today to know, and Martina, please can you load up the first poll for us? We would love to know, out of those of you that have joined us today, how much do you already know about NEOMA? So there should be a little quick question that will pop up for yourself. Who is already familiar with NEOMA Business School? This is not a trick question. It's just so we have an idea of who is already aware of NEOMA as a school and some of the programs. And we'll obviously speak with Yugal about his experiences later on, about how he was aware of NEOMA himself. So we've got, I already know the school, I'm aware of NEOMA a little bit, or I know very, very little. Don't worry, we won't be offended if it is the latter. So we'll just wait for you all to vote there. And we'll find out who is already aware of NEOMA and who we are as a business school. Perfect. Okay, this is a great start. So I can see that the majority of people with us today have limited knowledge of our programs in the school and very little. So don't you worry, the next slide that I'm going to show you will provide you a bit of assurance about the quality of the teaching at NEOMA Business School. And that's correct, we're going to talk about rankings. As you can see, some of the 3 most important rankings that are out there, looking at programs and schools internationally and on a global scale, The Economist, the Financial Times and the Shanghai ranking are very impressed with our program. And you'll even see that in the Financial Times, we're 28 this year for the program Master in Management. We are up 15 places this year due to improvements in the program and what Imen and her team have put in place to really create something special. We're in the top 5 business schools in the Master in Management in the Financial Times as well. So in France alone, we're very high up in the top 10. The Economist is another crucial ranking with us in 19th place, and the Shanghai ranking, the very prestigious ranking, is 16th as well. And as you can see just underneath, there's 4 rankings that are well known here in France, and we've done quite well in those, always in the top 10 positions. So as you can see, across the board, NEOMA Business School is a very good choice for your Master in Management program. But most importantly, Imen, and I'm sorry to pass over to you for some important details, can you tell us about the Master in Management, the program highlights, and what can students expect if they come to us?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Katie. So international students have the possibility to join our Master in Management program in the first year of our master's program. However, the first year of the master program can be completed in either 1 or 2 years. So you can choose between the short track or the long track. The first option will allow you to spend 2 academic semesters at NEOMA. The second option will allow you, if you choose it, or thanks to additional year, to do an academic exchange abroad and an additional professional experience. And you will have 4 semesters for the first year of the Master 1 or the first year of our master program. So I can give you some example of courses at NEOMA for the semester 1 or for the semester 2. If you choose the short track, for example, you can have some courses, the core courses of finance, capital budgeting, and financing. We have a new module this year and very interesting, important for me. It's about sustainability transition with an innovative format, because we have a seminar with conferences, we have workshops, and we have 5 electives. So you can choose sustainable finance if you are interested by finance, or you can choose the social economy, you can choose the UN Day, for example. So you have 5 electives, 1 seminar, and a workshop about sustainability transition. The semester 2 or the semester 3, if you choose the long track, you have the choice of 6 courses between 80 or 90 courses. So you can choose your courses depending on your career project. Some example of courses, we have finance, you have marketing, you have economic of culture, for example, you have programming, courses of programming. We can offer two supply chain courses, some other electives for this academic semester. And as I said earlier, if you choose the long track, without an additional fees, academic additional fees, I think you have just €300 just for the professional experience as extra fees. But if you choose the long track, your first year of master, you can do it in 2 years. In this case, you can do a semester, international semester, academic semester, and of course, a professional experience. We have some excellence tracks in Master 1 because you can, I'll talk about it later. I can give you more detail later, but we have 3 special tracks, an expertise tracks. The first one is the CFA, or Chartered Financial Analyst. You can begin this excellence track in the EMA, in the Master 1. We have another, it's specific in the campus of France. So the CFA is in the campus of France. We have another excellence track is Risk and Financial Technology with GARP in the campus of Rouen. And the third one is Conseil Audit, or Auditing and Consulting or Advisory, in both campuses, France and Rouen. Just this excellence track is in French. So I know that there's some international students who speak French. So if you are interested by audit or advisory, you can do it from the Master 1, the first year of the Master 1. The other tracks, excellence tracks, are 100% full in English, the CFA and GARP. So the second year of our Master in Management, we have a very diversified portfolio. I will give you some example, of course, later. We have more than, I think, 40 possibilities of your last year of your Master 2. NEOMA Business School MSc, so a double degree, the diploma. We have a portfolio of MSCs. We have other possibility, double degree to triple degrees also abroad, in France or abroad. And you can continue if you want, if you had choose the excellence track, CFA, Risk and Financial Technology, or Consulting Auditing, of course, in the Master 2 at NEOMA Business School in the campus of France or campus of Rouen.
Amazing. I like the way we have a program that is very much, as we say in French, à la carte, but something that we often get questions about, Imen, is these excellence tracks. And as we've seen, they're very much in finance. The school is very well known for finance. Can you just help us maybe explain the difference between the 3, if students know they're interested in finance, but maybe which excellence track to choose is a bit difficult still?
Yeah. So if you are interested by financial analysis, by sell side or buy side, in investment banking, maybe you can choose, for example, the CFA. It's an excellent track completed with an MSc after in investment analysis. We prepare our students to the level 1 and level 2, and maybe, I don't know, but maybe I can give this information. And the level 3, we can do it. But for sure, level 1, it's Master 1, first year of our master degree, and the second year of our master degree is the preparation of the level 2. It can help you to have trained successfully for the profession of financial analyst or portfolio management. And the CFA track is in the Reims campus. Okay, the second one, if you are interested by financial markets, by technologies, by blockchains, you can choose risk and financial technology with our partner, a very famous partner. It's a Global Association for Risk Professional, or GARP, and we prepare you in this track for a financial risk manager. and for the certification FRM in the end. So for this third one, risk management, risk and financial technology GARP is in the Rouen campus. Okay, so be careful in choosing your campuses if you are interested by the CFA around. If the GARP track, it's at the campus of Rouen. The third one is Conseil et Audit. It's a French track only, and it's prepare student for I don't know, for professions in the big 4 or even 5 audit, consulting. So, and this track is available in the campus of France and Bonn.
Perfect, amazing, thank you so much. But I guess we've seen then the program can be done, the master's cycle, in 2 years or 3 years. It can start off really general and specialize in your second year, or we have these excellence tracks. But something that Imen also highlighted, which is really key, is the real international immersion within the program. So Yugal, I'm going to be asking you a few questions about your experience here, so I hope you're ready for us. But without the program, and what Yugal will soon have his choices with, is different ways within the program to be involved in a certain way of being maybe abroad internationally, whether that be, as we said before, an academic exchange, or in terms of working abroad. So we actually work with 300 prestigious partners around the world. This enables you, as we said, if you wanted to do the long track, there's opportunities for you to do exchanges abroad with one of these partners, which is really interesting. Yugal, apparently, as far as I'm aware, you haven't chosen the long track.
Yes, I'm in the short track.
You're in the short track, but I know there's other elements of the school that you've seen that have been quite international, one of which, obviously yourself coming from Mumbai, you talked a bit earlier with me about the international students on campus. Can you tell me a bit about the international atmosphere that you found with the program?
It's a very multicultural program. Personally, I discovered more than 30 to 40 different nationalities, but I am yet to discover more different nationalities. I hope in the next year, I'll discover more and more different nationalities. Yes, it's a multicultural school. Yes.
Perfect. And we know that, and we will touch on it later, you've actually chosen to do the classic track and then specialize later. So we'll talk about your specialization, but this is one of the ways as well that Yugal, we hope, will meet even more nationalities of different students as we recruit from all around the world as well for the MSc programs and elements that we have in the second part of your master program. Yugal, again, your program, and you decided yourself, even as a French speaker, to join the English taught program. Have you found that's been a way to maybe meet students from all around the world? How have you found the English taught option?
As you said that I have a very good level in French, but I specifically chose the English track, and all of the professors are very fluent in English, and it's very easy to understand. In the start, it was a bit difficult, but as it was new for me when a friend speaks English, but yeah, it was overall a very good experience for me. Each and every professor were very well qualified and a very good with a very good experience. So yeah, everything was going good.
Amazing. And in terms of internships, eventually this will be something that will be part of everybody's program. We will expect you at some point in the 2 years or the 3 years to be involved with either an academic exchange or an internship, which we do encourage you sometimes to go further away than France. Yugal, have you got any tips for anybody in terms of their internships or your experiences from working?
From my work experience, it's been 6 months that I have been in France. So I'm still trying to looking for an internship. Though I speak very good French, I still not have got an internship. But on the other hand, my friends who do not have a very good level in French have got an internship. So it highly depends on how highly motivated you are and what skills you possess. So just an advice, just work and concentrate on your studies. NEOMA has everything to offer. And yes, just concentrate on your goals.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much, Yugal. And then I'm going to give you some key examples now of some of the double degree opportunities and international partners we have. As we said, these are prestigious partners, and that is not just a form of marketing. You will find that over 70% of our partners are accredited, so you can be assured of the excellence of the teaching, whether you do an academic exchange. 35 of our partners are actually triple accredited like ourselves, so they are among the 1% of business schools that are part of this triple accredited club, should we say. You'll see some of the most famous, there are many of our partners that are very renowned around the world. So you can see there, especially Imperial College London and of course University College Dublin, to name a few. And we'll talk a little bit later about some of the double degree opportunities that we do have with some of these partners. You must know as well that some of the partners are really specialized in particular expertise and careers. So it's always great when you do come to the school for the Master in Management to take the time to talk with the school and make sure you're picking options that really help with your career ambitions. So now we're going to talk about something that is very important for everybody that joins the program. It's choosing your specialization and double degree in your Master 2 year. As Imen told you, if you join the classic track, you will always have these options in the second year to specialize in subjects that you're interested in. Imen, I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, so we have a very diversified portfolio of Master Year 2, 40 possibilities that I said earlier. We have double degrees Master of Science of NEOMA with the Grad Master, double Grad Master, because we will have the Grad Master of the MIM degree and for the MSc degree, Master of Science, in 4 groups or fields. I'll give you more information about this later, but you have the possibility to maybe choose our Master Specialisé in the campus of Paris. It's part-time programs options. Some of these part-time programs options are in English and some other are in French, so don't hesitate to visit our website to have more information about our part-time programs. And at the end, even if you choose the short track, you can have the possibility to live the international experience and the experience, academic experience abroad, because you can apply for a double degree abroad with our international partner, or a double degree in France. It's in French only, so be careful, but we can offer you, if you speak French, some double degree with engineering, school of engineering, or geopolitics, in technology, in engineering, strategy, geopolitics in French. So let me give you some example of our MSCs in NEOMA. If you choose our MSCs, we have 4 groups: finance and accounting, international management organization, international business and strategy, and marketing. For example, if you are interested by finance and accounting, we have an MSc in corporate finance, we have an MSc in finance, investment and wealth management, financial markets and technology with GARP, etc. If you are interested by marketing, for example, we have the MSc luxury marketing. So very interesting MSc, digital expertise, for example, for marketing, for the international management and organization. For example, if you are interested by the culture sector, we have an MSc in management, but with a special focus to cultural and creative industry. We developed a new MSc, so in 2021, you will have the possibility to accede to MSc Business Analytics, or Digital Innovation and Strategy, or International Sales Management, so supply chain, and don't hesitate to have more information in our website with the details of the courses, with some example of career opportunities for our MSCs.
Amazing. Hugo, can I just ask, which choice did you pick then for your MSc program?
For me, it was a really tough choice. There were more than 19 full-time MSc programs, but at the end, I chose international project development because I wanted to improve my managerial skills.
And that obviously will be your choice for next year. But because we've got a few people here, I wonder, Martina, if we can do the second poll to see as we've got the list there in front of us of the 4 different areas and domains of the specializations that you can do. Which would you be most interested in? Those of you that are watching today, are there any areas or sectors that you would be most interested in? To let you know as well, this is a fantastic double degree opportunity because, as I said earlier on, all of our MSCs are actually recognized in France as grade de master. So it means that they are recognized by the Ministry of Education, which is the highest level of recognition that a program can receive from the French state. So it's really important because you, at the end of your Master in Management program, if you were to choose one of these MSc options, would actually have a Master in Management that is class grade de master and recognised by the French state, and a second degree, your double degree, with one of these MSc options. And I know some of you had asked, I'd noticed one of the questions, how do I apply for one of these options? As Hugo said, it's a choice that is made. You tell us the programs that you're interested in, which is why we're asking, obviously, for the polls that you're most interested in. As we can see, international business and strategy is one of the most popular there, and a bit of finance. But you would select these during your time at the school. But this isn't the only option for some of the double degrees, which I will go on to show you now. So thank you so much for that poll. And we will go on to tell you about some of the double degrees that we have with our partners.
And you can choose for the MSCs, double degree MSCs, your choice, to have your choice is a guarantee. Okay, so you don't, if you are integrate our Master in Management for this portfolio, Finance, Accounting, International for our MSCs, it's guaranteed. But for example, for the double diploma international, Katie will give more information about this, or for the part-time masters, you have some places, you know, so limited, so you have to submit and to your choice. But for our double degrees Master of Science for NEOMA, if you are interested by one of these MSCs, you have the guarantee to accede to your MSc of NEOMA.
Exactly, which is great. So if you would like to apply for one of the more limited double degree options, it could be with one of the universities that you can see in the list below. So in Latin America, Europe and Asia. As we said, because these are with some of our prestigious partners, we cannot always guarantee a place for everyone. So there will be a selection internally to pick the best students to go across on some of these options. We've also got another slide which gives you an example of the type of subjects that is in. Notably, we do have a very popular option, which is International Luxury Management with MIP. I believe the next slide we've got a list, Imen, of a few. Oh, perfect, thank you so much. This is an example. This gives you most of the options that we have in terms of our international double degrees. And it's just another example of the international immersion that you can have within your Master in Management program. So next for us, successful professional immersion. Hugo will be coming to you eventually soon, but what's really important with a Master in Management program, and even with the MSCs that we spoke about, is having this option and having this link with professionals and understanding the importance of work afterwards, because it's great for us to teach you all the business skills, but we also need to help you with your first job and things to come. So Imen, how do we help our students with their professional immersion?
Yeah, so our Master in Management program prepare our students to have a good career, and we have, for example, more than 40 employees in our career center, career and talent and career center, who can they help our students to find internship. For example, we have more than 2,000 job offers for internship or part-time employment or full-time posts, for example. And I'm very happy to know that more than 80% of our students found their job before graduation with an average salary of 44,000 euro. Okay, so and our students in internship or in employment or are, for example, in very diversified sectors. We have some alumni or students with Google, Hermes, LVMH, Amazon, Ferrero, for example. So we are very happy to know that we have more than 65,000 graduate in more than 120 countries.
Exactly.
Our example, for example, Katie.
Wow. It's amazing. It's when you look at some of the graduates where they are now and what they're working in, you can see obviously some of the key ones. Vente Privée is obviously a business that is so well known here in France. And it's come from our Master in Management or Programme Grande École, as we call it here in France. We have somebody that works for Netflix. We've got people at Spotify. If you look at the various businesses that are known internationally, it gives you, we hope, lots of inspiration for what you can do after the programme and shows you just how powerful the network is. And it's something that is crucial when you choose to come to a business school like NEOMA and join a Master in Management programme. You effectively join this really powerful network of graduates in more than 120 countries. We know that you will have an access to this for all of your life to help with your career. So people are working all around the world, and it's always a great way to reach out and see what possibilities are available for you, because everybody's very proud to have come from NEOMA, and we're actually, I believe, the 4th biggest alumni network, because obviously we have these 150 years of experience in education. There's such a wealth of knowledge and experience that you can tap into through the longevity of your career, from the moment you're in the school to, of course, to your last job that you'll have before retirement. So it's always a great network. And I believe we've got some key figures for you as well, just to show you how powerful the network is as well, in terms of base on the next slide. As you can see.
Don't hesitate to add them to your LinkedIn if you want to grade NEOMA.
Exactly. Please, everybody's so lovely. You can contact them. So as you can see, look at how many people are working around the world. 22% are not living in France, which shows obviously the international students that we have that come, but also many students from France who decide to go and work abroad. But there's something that we're very known for at the school. And I'd like to, Martina, do the last poll that we have, please, because we talk about people that are obviously employed afterwards and finding their jobs, but this isn't the only option. We also have entrepreneurship. So is entrepreneurship a passion for anybody that is with us today? Does anybody have an idea of setting up their own business? Is entrepreneurship and running your own business something that would interest the people that are joining us today? Yugal, because you'll be doing international project development, is entrepreneurship ever anything that's interested you?
Not very much, to be honest.
So you would be the no, not for me. So we'll see what everybody else thinks before we let you know about what options we have in entrepreneurship, because we don't want you to think that this Master in Management will limit you to going into a particular type of job. We have many opportunities for students that are passionate, that maybe already have their own business ideas, and we can help you with that at the school. So we will see if it is relevant to anybody. 50%. Well, guys, we have good news for those of you that are interested in entrepreneurship, because at the school, we are very, very good at helping our students start up businesses. Imen, could you tell us a bit more about what we can offer in the program?
Entrepreneurship is a true state of mind at NEOMA. So even if you are not interested by create a startup, we are here to help you, maybe to discover entrepreneurship. And if you have a good idea of startup, we have some possibility to offer to to help you to, for example, we have 3 incubators in the campus, Reims campus, Rouen campus, and Paris campus. You have our MSc Entrepreneurship and Innovation. We have a very interesting experience and track. It's like a double degree track. It's an entrepreneur across border. It's in partnership with the University of California or Berkeley, for example. So you can choose this track and go to have a semester, academic semester in Berkeley, but another semester with a very famous incubator in California, or in other cities or countries. So we have more than 170 startups launched since 10 years, with 100 of projects in incubation each year. So if you have some ideas, we can help you, and you can give you some possibility to be incubated in our incubator. More than 1,000 of companies created by our grades in the last 4 years, and 83 million euros raised. I'm a professor of finance, so and in my research, I work on the financing, firm financing. So I know that 83 million euros of fundraising is very important for the startup. So I'm especially happy to see this statistics for our startups at NEOMA.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And we must let you know as well, it can be quite scary, the thought of changing country to come and study in France. But as you can see, we actually have, Hugo is a student that has completely thrown himself into life here in France, school life and everything. But here at the school, we like to try and help. Hugo himself is a very capable young man that doesn't necessarily need lots of help, but he knows the services are there and available. So we've said the incubator's there to help with your business ideas. We have a team dedicated to your health and wellness. We are doing everything we can to keep teaching methods really innovative to help you go on international exchanges, and there's talent and development there as well. So can you tell us a little bit about your experience of how it was since being admitted to the program, which would have obviously been last year, to arriving in France, and how the school maybe helped you from the moment you were admitted?
So the school has helped me really well. So the first thing school helped me is by providing the student accommodation. NEOMA gave us 5 options, and out of that we had a choice to select which one we wanted to go into, which residence we want to stay into. Apart from that, how to travel from Paris to Rouen, each and every detailed explanation was been provided by the hub, by the school. After that, a special aid by NEOMA was been given to all the international students of 700 euros.
Wow.
And another thing, talent and development over here. We get one-to-one sessions, how to present yourself during an interview, how to correct your CV and motivation letter. Each and everything was very smooth and very clear till day.
Amazing. Imen, if we got the next slide, because Hugo's made some amazing points there about some of the services we have. We've recently received this wonderful, they call it a label by Campus France, which is called Bienvenue en France. And we're really proud to have this because it's a recognition of the support and the services that we have for international students. So Hugo touched on something that was really quite important about accommodation solutions, as often it is a fee on top of your student tuition fees, which can cause a bit of stress. Hugo, please could you tell us about how the school helped you, or other things that are available to international students to fund accommodation?
So for all the international students, the first thing that you need to do is OFI, register with the OFI. So for that, each and every necessary steps need to be taken, have been provided by the school. After that, there's a help called CAF, which is provided by the French government. Regarding that also, each and everything was provided by the school, though school has nothing to do with that, but to help the international students, they sent each and every document, how to process your file for the CAF application. And regarding the social security also, everything was mentioned and clear and provided by the school.
Amazing. And you'd said it. Oh, sorry, Hugo.
All the administrative work was very good, and it was a very great experience till now. Yes.
And just to touch back, because you'd mentioned that you'd received some aid from the school, can you just explain what aid it was that you'd received and what was the reason for receiving that?
It was a solidarity fund aid provided by school of 700 euros during the pandemic. We received the aid in the month of November 2020.
Brilliant.
And it was a very tough time for international students, but school was there for us, and it helped us a lot. Yes.
Amazing. And then I know we've spoken quite briefly. We spoke about International Welcome Days before, which is what the school organises to try and help international students to make their friends when they first arrive. Do you have any memories or a party or anything that you've done that's really stood out for you since you've joined the school?
Just a short story. The International Welcome Day for this year was supposed to happen at 5th September 2020, and I got my visa on 4th September. Just to attend the International Welcome Day, I decided, yes, I'll go anyhow to France before 5th of September. And on this day only, I met more than 30 to 40 different nationality people. And it was a very great experience the whole day. We did a lot of different activities. So in the morning, there was a presentation by the program director. After that, there were a lot of different activities where we got the chance to integrate with different nationalities. We played games, and at the end, there was a party, a soiree with the French people. So it was a wonderful day and a wonderful experience. The best day till now.
Thank you. And you've actually touched on something really important, because we're going to come on to student life really quickly before we talk about admissions. Have we got, sorry, a slide, Iman? I believe the next one we'll talk about. It's really important to obviously enjoy yourself on the campus study, but we want you to get involved in some of the associations. So Hugo's actually involved in one of the associations, but I will let obviously Iman tell us about the associations, and Hugo, afterwards you can tell us the association that you chose and why.
Yeah, it's so important. Yeah, sorry, Hugo. Go.
No, ma'am, please go ahead.
I just want to give some examples of our association activity and community life, and after I give you, Yugal, the possibility to give us more information about your experience. Okay, so just I want to say that we have, it's very important for me because it's important to have an academic life, to be serious in school, but it's also important to be integrated in school, and especially for international students, to know other students. And it's possible to do it, for example, thanks to our association activity. We have more than 90 societies or non-profit association at NEOMA Business School in different fields, for example, art, culture, business, entrepreneurship, sport, adventure, student life, and sustainability, CSR, responsibility causes, etc. We 850 students are involved as a president, treasury, etc. But you can participate even if you are you don't have this kind of responsibility in the association. At least participate are in the events organized each year. This year, even the COVID, I'm very happy to see that our students tries to innovate and to offer some online activities or television, for example, a channel. One of the association create a channel, a TV channel, to replace the events on the campuses, you know. So we have 500 events organized on average each year, and the members of this association are independent, and we trust in them because they have the responsibility of 3.2 million euro annual budget. So don't hesitate if you want to rate NEOMA to participate to our association activity and to enjoy these events and activity. And Yugal, you can now give us your experience in the association activity, please. Thank you.
So the first thing I would like to say this, that how to enter a student association at NEOMA. So as mentioned, that there are more than 90 student association clubs. So I personally passed 10 interviews. Interviews are not like corporate interviews. It's a very fun interview, and it gives a really good chance to integrate with the French people. So in the interview, during the interview, it leads to an apéro, and apéro leads to a soirée. So I personally gave 10 interviews. I wish I could have given more than 10 so that I could meet more and more new people. And currently I'm a part of a club, student club, Culture Connection, and I'm the head of a department, responsable du pôle de massage. So my work over here is to bring more and more new partners to our club for the better and the better of our international students. Our first main event was a city tour for our international students, and it was very great. We took the important measures, so we decided to go in a group of 6 people, and we made a lot of different groups, and we went for the city tour, and it's a very good experience from my end. It's a completely different experience.
Oh, brilliant. It's so great. I'm so happy to see how you've really got involved. So to touch on, and just as we're coming to the end of the presentation, you're probably going, well, am I eligible? Can I get involved? How do I apply? So what's key for us in order to apply for the Master in Management programme is that you have a bachelor's degree that's at least 3 years, and with 2 of them having been studied outside of France, for you to be able to apply via our online website. So you would create an account, via the link that's on the screen, and you would upload documents such as your CV, an official English language test. So we accept the IELTS test, the TOEIC test, the TOEFL test, and the Cambridge test. Unfortunately, tests like Duolingo would not be accepted. I've seen somebody's asked that, so we can only accept the 4 tests just mentioned there. We would need 2 letters of recommendation. That can be from professional sources, someone you've worked for, or a teacher. We would also ask for your grades for your bachelor's degree, and if you already have your bachelor's certificate available, we'd ask for that. And instead of a letter of recommendation, we ask you to respond to 6 or 7 motivation questions to explain why you'd like to come to the programme. There would then be an online interview via Zoom, and you would have the results very quickly. So it's a very straightforward procedure, and we are a team of about 6 or 7 recruitment managers that can help you with this. Yugal, in about 30 seconds, how did you find the application process?
Very smooth and very easy.
Perfect. Thank you, Yugal. I think we'll have some
Yes.
questions afterwards about this, but we know you might not be able to come and visit the campus. So feel free, if you've got your phone out, that's the quick QR code. You are able to visit the campuses from a distance, which is quite interesting if you want to get a better feel for what it's like in France. And if not, we are here, myself and my other teammates. I believe we've got some little photos of our heads on the next slide, so you know who works on my team. There we are. So we're based, we have Claire, Shekar and Anna Angelica, who are based in their countries, their respective regions. The rest of us are all here in France, but we are all here to help you with your questions. So I know we're going to come to some questions now, but if we don't get time to answer something today, that's our email address, and we would love to help you work out which program's correct for you and talk to you about the specializations we have. So I believe it's time for us to take some questions from any of you who wish to and feel brave enough to write some questions. Thanks, Martina.
Hello again from me. Thank you for taking your time and giving this really interesting information. And yes, we have a lot of questions actually, and I'm starting with the first one. If I have spent all my education in English, do I still need an English test? That's the first question.
That's a really easy question. If you've studied 100% in English, you would not need an English language test. You just need to make sure that it's quite clear on your transcripts that you've studied 100% in English. That's it.
Great, thank you for the answer.
You're welcome.
The next question is, after the first year of this program, what are the requirements to apply to the Master of Science Business Analytics specialization? Do I need a bachelor degree in a quantitative subject?
No.
I was just gonna say no.
Our MSCs, I advise you, if you are interested to buy this MSCs or another quantitative MSc, you have to choose electives in your second semester. We have some courses of finance, of quantitatives methods, for example, in the semester 1, and in semester 2, you have to choose 6 courses between 18 or 19. So you have to be responsible and choose the quantitative courses. For we have a lot of possibility in programming, in mathematics, in some other courses in finance, for example. So please, we trust in you, but please do the best choice of electives to best prepare you to these MSCs in quantitative MSCs, but not we don't require the bachelor in quantitatives because we will be selected this year, first year of Master 1. So you have the possibility to accede to all our MSCs, and we trust on your good choice of electives. And so don't hesitate to choose the courses, the quantitative course, to be best prepared to this MSc.
Thank you for this answer. Another question is, do you offer pre-master leveling courses for students without a degree in business?
It's kind of the same question. So as we said, it's 2-year masters. So don't worry, when you come to apply, the electives that you choose the first year of the program, you will join a track normally that is quite classic. If you don't have a business kind of background, you'll join this classic track and you'll have the electives there to prepare you for other things. We have lots of students that apply that don't have a business background. So like I say, please feel free to get in touch and we'll go through all of this with you in more detail.
Great, thank you for
business background is an advantage, but it's possible to I don't know, your professor can help you, and don't hesitate to prepare your integration into NEOMA, maybe to read some books on,
Self-study,
methods,
yes.
business. Yeah, but after, and it depends of your choice of career, because if you want to choose the MSC's quantitative analysis, yeah, you have to be more prepared to this kind of MSc or of a job later. But there's some other specialization or MSCs, for example, who we need a diversified profile. So if you have another profile, even without management or business background, it's very interesting for you and for us to give you more courses in business in general. Okay, so it's not we don't prepare you with a pre-master class, but don't hesitate to learn some books on business if you don't have this background. Okay, but it's possible to integrate the master management of NEOMA even without a business background.
Thank you for this answer. Another question is there an option to do a double degree in management and business analytics?
Well, for us, it would be our MSc that we have, which is in business analytics. As far as I'm aware, I don't know that we have a double degree partner institution that offers business analytics. So it would be normal. I don't know if you know, Imen. I don't think we do for business analytics.
Our diploma is a diploma in management.
Yeah.
the meme or programme Grande École, because I see the question what's the difference between this program and Grande École programme. The master in management is the programme Grande École in French. So it's the flagship of NEOMA, you know, it's the same program, okay? But so if you choose this MSc Business Analytics, for example, we will have the double degree diploma degree in management, because you will have the degree of Grande École programme or MIM, Master in Management, and we will have the MSc in Business Analytics. So I don't know if I answered, but we don't have a partner abroad for this master. So our MSc is a double degree diploma in management and business management.
Great, thank you. Another question is, how does NEOMA help students to get internships? Do you have partnerships with companies?
Sure, do you want me to take this one, Imen? And Yugal as well also explained he has had help from the Talent and Careers Service. So from our side, we do everything we can to help prepare you for your internships, help with your CV, we help with your interview preparation. We also have the Job Teaser website, like Imen was saying, that had lots and lots of job offers for full-time employment, but also internships. We work with many businesses, do online careers fairs. The only thing that we cannot do as a school is tell one of our partners, you must take this particular student as an intern. We have the connections to put you in touch and the network, the alumni, but it's really, as Yugal said before, for you to be motivated, for you to work hard and start looking for your internships early. So all the support services are there, but it's for you to go out there, take the interview and seize the opportunities that we present you with.
And we have courses of shape your career, no, in MSc.
Yes,
and then
we
Master
do.
1, some hours, some courses to help you best prepare your career, your internship, how to find an internship, even how to improve my CV, for example. So we have some courses about this issue.
Thank you for the answer. Another question is, are you offering in-person classes or only virtual lessons for September 2021?
How do we answer this? Well, Yugal, would you like to talk about how you're currently finding the situation, and then I will talk about myself and Imen will talk about September to come. What's the current situation like, Yugal, to give students an idea?
The current situation followed by NEOMA is a hybrid mode. So 1 week it's online and 1 week is on campus. And trust me, we usually wait for the classes to be on campus because it's a very good feeling.
And we will apply this format next year if we are in the same context of COVID, but I hope and I'm very optimistic. So if we can do it, we will be 100% in the campus. If we are in the same situation than now, we will continue the hybrid format, 1 week online and 1 week on the campus. The students have the choice, because some of our international students this year, for example, they can come to France, so they can do it 100% online. But the student choose if he wants to be in the campus, we can offer this possibility. All our professors are in the campus, so you can have this hybrid format.
Great. Thank you for this answer. Another question is, a double degree in engineering was mentioned in the slides. Can I know what are the partner institutions and the requirements?
Yeah, it's in French, so I don't know if the student who asked this question. So we have some double diploma in French with the most important engineering school in France, Centrale Supélec. So I don't know if you know Centrale Supélec, but we have a double degree with Centrale Supélec for engineering and technology. We have another partner is the CESI. It's a French University of Technology and Engineering. And with Centrale Supélec, we have 2 double diploma, double degree. And with CESI, we have 4 possibility, 4 specialization in a double degree diploma. So for engineering technology, in France, we have 2 partners. In our international, we have another double diploma, but international double diploma in engineering. So I give you later, Katie, I think, gives you some example. For example, for the engineering, we have here business in Taiwan, for example, some double degree in engineering. We have in Germany, I think, but I don't give this example on the slide. So we have 2 or 3 international double diploma in engineering with some international partners. And in France, we have 2 partners, Centrale Supélec with 2 double diploma and the CESI with 4 specialization or 4 double diploma in technology engineering.
Thank you for this detailed information. Another question is, would you accept a letter of recommendation if it does not have the university letterhead?
Yes, we understand this year that it's a little bit complicated. Many people, teachers included, are working from home and have limited access to printers and other such tools that can allow us to provide professional letters of recommendation. If your school, your teacher, the person you work for, your mentor during an internship is unable to provide you an official letter, or they can't sign it, stamp it, we ask you to get them to contact us directly via email with their professional work signature. So if they work for the university, often they will have, and they should normally have, a professional signature in their email. This is sufficient as your letter of recommendation. So they can do that to avoid the need to print and have a more official letter given the context at the moment.
Thank you for this answer. The next question is, what programming languages do you offer as electives?
Within the program, normally I would say it's in English, but we do have various languages available, I believe, for the first year. Imen, would you know a list of the languages off the top of your head?
Yeah, sorry, but could you repeat the question?
It's languages that people can study, like as foreign languages in the program.
Okay. Yeah, for international students, we have a compulsory language. The first one, but you can choose for international. In NEOMA and in the master program, MIM program, we have the first compulsory language is in English. But for our international students, you can choose for your first language the French. Okay, so if you don't speak French, we are here to help you to learn the French. So the first foreign language is English or French. The second, but we have the second compulsory language, and you can choose between Spanish, Dutch. I don't know. We have a lot of LV2. So langue vivante 2 or second language. And after, if you want, but with additional fees, you can choose a third foreign language. We can, I don't know, Russian.
German there, I think, Italian as well, maybe.
Yeah, more than 50 foreign language are possible in NEOMA. But the first one, we have 2 compulsory foreign language, English or French for our international students. And the second one is the most famous language, like Dutch or Spanish, etc. So you can have the 3 foreign language if you want. 2 compulsory, and the third one with an additional fees if you want. Arabic, you can do it. For example, you can choose a foreign language, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, Mandarin, Chinese, of course. We have a very long list of foreign language.
Thank you, Imen, for this detailed information. Another question is, do you have an age limit or maximum years of professional experience to apply for this program?
We actually do have a slight age limit, or at least recommendations. Normally, this is a program that is aimed at students that don't have a lot of work experience. Normally, we would say if you're over about 26, 27, it's not quite the program for you, because you will be among students that have very limited work experience. So I would recommend, if that's your case and you're searching for a program, please get in touch with us and we can make other suggestions, as this probably won't match where you currently are with your professional experience and what you need to get from a program. But we can help you find other options, but I'd say this isn't the program for you.
Thank you for the answer. The next question is it possible to give experience certificates instead of recommendation letters?
It can be possible. It depends the information that's included. What we need, if it's just something that says you attended your internship on these dates, unfortunately, that wouldn't be sufficient. The aim of a letter of recommendation is to support your application. So you need to be speaking with someone or asking someone to provide you a reference where they're talking about how you are as an intern, how you are as a student, and can provide us with qualities of who you are as a person to support your application. So if the document you have that proves that you've done a work experience provides that kind of evaluation, yes, this can be a replacement. But as we say, feel free to check with us beforehand.
Thank you for this answer. Another question is about the scholarships. Could you tell us more about the scholarships? That's the answer.
Certainly.
Question.
No worries at all. So we do offer excellent scholarships at the school, and these do not cover the entirety of your tuition fees, but they're based on merit. So students that are admitted onto the programme and that are able to show us that they feel they deserve a scholarship are able to apply for certain amounts once they're admitted. So you would talk, the lovely little faces that you saw of all of us on the team, if you would like to discuss your scholarship options, please do get in touch with one of us on the team and we can let you know if you meet the criteria for one of the excellent scholarships. Alternatively, if you aren't looking to join the programme this year, there are options with Campus France with iFull Scholarship. It's too late for this year, but for next year, if you're an excellent student with good grades and wish to apply early, the school can support you with other scholarship applications, notably the iFull Scholarship, but you must apply early between October and November of next year for the entry in 2022.
Great, thank you for this answer. The next question is, if I could not get a scholarship, please mention what will be the budget needed for the program.
Budget needed. So normally the tuition fees will be about €29,500, I believe, for the 2 years. This is, I think that's correct. I hope I've not made that up. You then would have these 2 years, that's just your tuition fee, so that's split into two. But you also have to look at living costs. Can I please ask a very indiscreet question? What would you recommend students to have as a budget monthly in terms to kind of live comfortably in France? I know you said you got help with your accommodation, but what would you recommend students would need on top of that?
Around 350 to 400 euros per month. I'll personally tell my experience. I'm paying 248 euros for my rent accommodation, out of which 86 euros I'm getting for my car, which is the help provided by the French government. And apart from it, around 100 to 150 euros for your grocery, 10-20 euros for your mobile phone fare charges and for your travel expenses, and 100 and 150 euros included if you cook at your own place only, if you don't go out much.
So if you're not doing caviar every evening and posh seafood, things like that, normally it can be okay. So if you're on kind of a student budget, it is possible to do it, and that's really nice to hear. Thank you, Hugo.
Thank you for this answer. Another question is, how long does it take to get the admission result after the submission of the online application?
Hugo, I'm going to ask, what was your experience when you got your admission results?
For me, it was after 1 week when I passed the jury round, the interview round with the program director and the professors. So yeah, after a week.
So very quick. What we will say, if you apply during time, so if you're applying, I'd say April to now onwards, sometimes that can take up to 2 weeks. But the earlier you apply, the quicker the results will come back. We ask you to please be patient with us. If you've not heard after a week, we do all that we can, but the wait is actually sometimes having the interview session. So you could apply and be invited through to interview, but the available date may be a week or so, maybe even 3 weeks off from when you're able to have your interview.
Thank you for this answer. I believe that you have answered all of the questions. I have summarized some of them because they was pretty similar. Thank you so much once again for this really informative session. I will launch a poll with your feedback is really important for us. So I would like to ask you a question. Before we say goodbye, please send your questions. Katie, maybe you can give the slide with the contact if some of the attendees have any questions, they can.
Of course, I think if we just put up, perfect. Thank you so much, Imen. So these are our contact details. If you have any questions, this email there, we'll get in touch with you as soon as possible.
Great.
And I read some question maybe in 2 minutes when the participants are answering to the question about can we follow the finance expertise track even if we don't have a bachelor degree? Yes, because the first year of master of management prepare you to the specialization later. And what expertise track should I follow if I'm interested in learning about trading and everything in the stock market? You can choose either the excellence track for GARP, financial and technology, or do general master 1 first year of master in management, and after you can choose the MSc financial markets and technology. So there's 2 possibilities to best prepare this career.
Thank you so much for this answer. Thank you to 3 of you once again for taking the time and giving this really interesting and valuable information. I want to wish a nice evening or nice afternoon to all of you, whatever you are right now, and good luck to all of you in your academic journey.
Thank you very much, Martina, and I want to thank all the participants to this webinar, and don't hesitate to contact my colleagues, Katie and the other colleagues are here to give you more information and to answer to all your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you again soon.